Welcome. You've found the quiet room. I am the keeper, and I have been expecting you. My books told me of your arrival long before you realized you were on your way. Here, have a seat. This tale was handpicked just for you. Listen closely. Your story comes from a good friend of mine, the Innkeeper. This is the story of the Elsewhere Inn. People believe being lost is an accident, a missed turn, a dead phone, a stretch of road without signs. That's not what brings them to me. The Elsewhere Inn only reveals itself to those who have exhausted every place they are willing to return to. When the idea of going back feels more frightening than disappearing entirely. I am the Innkeeper. Tonight, I wear the face of Eleanor, the sort of woman people trust without thinking. Early 50s, hair neatly pinned at the nape of my neck, hands soft and unscarred. I resemble safety. I resemble forgiveness. That illusion matters. Guests must enter the inn willingly. The fog arrives first, always low and heavy, clinging to the road like breath held too long. It smells of wet leaves and something sweeter beneath, a softness already turning wrong. The lantern by the front door flickers, once, twice, then steadies. That's my cue. A new guest is arriving. He stumbles out of the fog like a man clawing his way up from deep water. His jacket is torn, the blood on his sleeve now dark and dried stiff. His eyes continuously darting behind him, as if he fears the road itself might rise up and claim him. When he sees the inn, he sobs. That's how I know he belongs here. From the outside, the Elsewhere Inn looks modest. 2 stories, wood siding painted a color no one ever remembers the same way twice. The porch sags just enough to suggest age without decay. The railings warm even cold. There is no sign. Names are unnecessary when recognition is instinctive. He pushes through the door, nearly tripping over the threshold. The comfort of the room hits him immediately. The roaring fire in the fireplace, the thick rugs, and the finely upholstered antique furniture almost bring him to his knees. The door closes behind him without a sound. The windows glow amber, but reveal nothing beyond themselves. "Oh, thank God," he whispers. I smile. "Welcome to the Elsewhere Inn," I say. "You look like you've been traveling a long time." "I don't know how I got here," he says, breathless. "That's all right," I reply. "No one ever does." A small shiver of excitement rolls down my back as I see him begin to really take stock of his surroundings for the first time. The ceiling presses low. Dark wooden beams cross overhead, carved with symbols that resemble decoration until stared at too long. Then they begin to feel like words you almost remember. The air smells of cedar, old books, and something faintly sweet and wrong. "Here," I say gently as I slide the ledger across the desk. "Sign in." His hands shake as he writes. "Daniel Morrow." The pen pauses halfway through the last name, then presses hard. The ink sinks into the page, spreading as if creating a dark bruise in real time. Somewhere beneath the floorboards, the inn exhales. I give him a key. Room 7. There's food if you're hungry, I tell him, and a bath. You're safe here. The word safe loosens something ugly in his chest. He nods quickly and hurries down the hallway. The hall stretches further than the building should allow. Doors line both sides, numbered in no sensible order, but somehow Daniel finds his room. The door closes and the inn settles around him. I do not follow right away. Men like Daniel require patience. Their sins are not fragile. They are fortified. The first night, the inn waits and listens. He sleeps and dreams fitful dreams that are not quite nightmares. Not yet. First come the justifications, the version of the story where he was misunderstood, provoked. The second night, the nightmares begin, and by the third, the voices make any thought of sleep quickly disappear. Instead, he paces the room. The carpet dulls his footsteps until it feels like walking through damp cloth. In the corner of his eye, he can swear he sees his reflection in the mirror begin to contort. But when he looks, all he sees is his disheveled visage staring back at him. I knock lightly, serving tray in hand. He opens the door with bloodshot eyes. He has showered, but the smell still clings to him. Fear sweats differently than exertion. Trouble sleeping, dear? I brought you some tea. He shakes his head nervously, stealing glances at the darkened window. I keep thinking I hear someone outside. You won't, I assure him. The inn is very secluded. He gives a dry laugh. I place the tray on the small desk in the corner of the room and sit down in the chair that accompanies it. What were you running from, Daniel? I ask gently. He stiffens. I already told you, I got lost. I tilt my head. No, you got away. Silence presses down, thick and suffocating. His face crumbles. I didn't mean to, he whispers. She wouldn't listen to me, and then she started screaming. He begins to sob. I just wanted her to stop screaming. His hands cover his face. I didn't even check if she was breathing. There was so much blood. The inn shivers, subtle, pleased. Daniel's days pass strangely after that. Without sleep, he's not sure if the days are passing at all. At some point, Daniel notices a door where there had not been one before. He hesitates, but slowly reaches for the knob. As soon as his fingers graze the silver orb, the door silently drifts open. Inside is a room that Daniel knows all too well. White tiles cover the walls and floor, and a cracked, bloodied mirror sits under a flickering light that hangs from the wall, damaged and broken. I hear his scream from the lobby, a satisfied grin playing at the edges of my lips. I check my ledger and see that his name, which had previously been dissipating into the page as it should have, begin to faintly form recognizable letters again. Something has gone wrong. Daniel finds it by accident at the far end of a hallway that should not exist. A plain wooden door, no number, no handle, just a bar across the front. Fog seeps from beneath it. He opens it. For the first time, the fog parts. There's a road, a real one. Cracked asphalt, weeds, the faint suggestion of distance. The inn goes very still. Daniel turns and spots me standing a few feet behind him, his eyes wide and disbelieving. "I can leave?" he whispers. It amuses me that this thought has not crossed his mind before this moment, but I feel the tether pull tight in my chest. It is rare for guests to find the exit on their own. The inn does not like surprises. "You could," I say carefully. "What happens if I do?" I look at him apologetically. "That," I tell him, "depends on whether you can carry what you brought with you." He looks at the road again, then back at me. For a moment, just one, I think he might choose correctly. He takes a step forward. The fog curls around his ankle. He stops. "I can't," he says, voice cracking. I can't do it." He steps back inside the inn, and the road fades instantly, dissolving back into fog. The door slams shut behind him. The inn exhales, relieved. Daniel collapses to his knees, sobbing. "What do I do? Am I going to die?" he whispers. "No," I say truthfully. "You're going to stay." He sobs until his voice gives out, and I lead him back to his room. By morning, room 7 is empty. The mirror is blank. Daniel Morrow's name is gone from the ledger, leaving behind an indentation, like a bruise that has faded but will never quite heal. Sometimes, late at night, I hear footsteps that almost reach the door. Almost. I straighten the desk as the fire of the lantern begins to flicker. Outside, the fog thickens again. A new guest is arriving for check-in at the Elsewhere Inn. Well, that's all for now. You did well. You listened all the way through. Some people don't make it. You may leave the room if you like. The door is right where you remember it. But the story, well, I'll keep the book open for when you return.